Let's design a house. All right, guys, welcome to the design series of our new home. Just came back from Home Depot with my sister-in-law, and we honestly spent like quite a while just going through different paint chips, and I feel like I have a pretty good vision for most of the rooms. It's obviously just paint chips for now. I will go more in depth once we have like paint samples on the wall. I'm hoping that after the cleaning day on Friday, on like the Monday and Tuesday, I can get a little bit of painting done, specifically in the living room and the bedroom. So living room, I want to do a blue color. So these are 3 different blues. They probably seem very similar. I am leaning towards this one right now. This one is a little bit darker, but they're all around a mid-tone range. So they are very similar, but I do think right now I'm leaning towards Clear Vista. It is a smaller room. There's really nice hardwood floors that are kind of like a warm orangey brown, and they kind of give a mid-century feel. I feel like the tone looks a lot like teak, so I think that will be really pretty together. So yeah, then beside the living room we have the library. So if we imagine seeing this through the doorway, we're gonna do built-in shelving eventually that will match with the wall. It will just be like fully the same tone. At least I think right now that's where I'm leaning towards. I'm torn between mushroom and like just kind of more of a neutral, because there will be so many books and a lot of my books are also colorful. I do think it will balance out. I'm not super clear on this yet. I do think this is maybe a decision that will like take time because we just need to live in the space a little bit. So yeah, this is probably something that happens a little bit further down the road. The room color right now is more of like a cream, so I do think it will look fine for now. Then moving on to the bedroom. This is the room that I want to completely color drench. It's like almost a square bedroom, so it is quite small. Our bed is literally gonna just fit. So I was hoping to paint this room pretty early on, because once our bed's in there, it's gonna be really annoying to paint around, especially since I'm color drenching it. So this is kind of funny for the bedroom, but the first color is fertile green. And then next option is garnish. These are quite different from each other. They're very similar in hue, but then just different value. So this is just a lighter, this is just a darker. Okay. The bathroom is also a place that I think I'm gonna wanna paint fairly quickly, just because I hate the bathroom. Like, I think it's really ugly right now. That's gonna be a space that we use a lot, and guests are gonna be using a lot as well. And the rest of the house feels okay, but this is the room that was like the only one that's kind of been redone, and I feel like it's just been redone badly. So these are kind of the tones I'm working with here. So it's definitely kind of like an olive green. It has a window, so I do feel like it's bright enough to get away with a dark color, especially if we color drench. I feel like that could be really fun, or just the lighter version. From the outside, there's like trim, and that's kind of our like side entryway where we'll probably be using the entryway the most. And so I thought from the outside with the door open, how fun would like an orangey colored trim be? I think I was leaning towards, it's called Tiki Torch. So whether the bathroom's this color or this color, I can show you the reference image for this because I feel like we kind of nailed it. And then we'll add like some wood tones and curtains and a rug. Like, I really want to kind of warm up the space because it feels a bit sterile right now. The dining room is an area where we are going to have to do a little bit of demo because we're adding our laundry machines into like a closet area that's like a pantry right now. So we're gonna have to like move the doorway out and tear a little bit of the wall down, I think. So this is something that won't be painted right away. Basically, my vision for the kitchen and dining room is to have a two-toned dining room with kind of like a board and batten, or like, what's it called? Tongue and groove kind of paneling on the bottom, and doing the paint and the window trim this darker green, either this green or this green. This is my first option, this is my second option. There is literally, you can hardly see the difference on camera. There is honestly such a small difference. But the two, my first choice is called Spice Garden, and my second choice is called Avocado Whip. The bottom is called Tuscan Herbs, and the top is called Baby Spinach. Oh, sorry, option 1 and 2, the darker and lighter version. I do think the darker one will be fun to have a little bit more contrast, and because we're kind of gonna do like a red and white tile on the ground, and so I just feel like, I don't know, I think the contrast creates some nice harmony with the floor contrast, and there's also a bright window as well, so I'm not afraid to go a little bit darker. So that's the dining area, and then the kitchen is right attached, and I am thinking of doing this color on the walls. And then the cabinets, I'm just gonna try and neutralize the wood to get a little bit more of like less of an orange tone and just more of a brown tone. I think it looks so good with this. I just don't know how it will translate. And then this is all of it together. So I do think that's really cool and different, and I feel excited. I don't feel like it's like, basically I feel like there's depth and interesting things going on with these colors. And I was thinking of dragging out this color into that entry, and it would have that tiki torch trim. Like, it works so good, but I do wonder, now that I'm thinking about it, this won't work as well with this, like the tile. Upstairs in the studio, we're taking out the carpet on Thursday, and so we can kind of see what the state of the floor is under the carpet. If it's really bad, we'll probably paint the floor, so then my kind of idea for my studio will change. If we do keep the floor color just like wood, I found this color, it's called Mango Tango, and I do feel like this is a really fun tone that could either go in the trim or the wall. With kind of an orange color. I love orange, so I do feel like it should be in my studio, and it's, excuse me, it's a big part of my branding colors as well. So yeah, that's where we're at with the paint chips. The full color palette is making me so happy. I feel like, I don't know, I'm obsessed with color, obviously, and so it just feels really pretty and exciting. So if we look at the whole palette together, I like this color combo is really different for me, and I'm really excited about that. It feels, you know, like a big decision, but a fun one. Let's just say, I'm trying to get you guys the full palette. Let's paint this house.